Good morning, students. Today we will revise the remaining topics of Unit 2. We will learn about comparative and superlative adverbs. So let's quickly revise what are adverbs. So adverb is a word that describes an action. For example, Aman's car moves fast. So in this example, what is adverb? Aman's car moves fast. So we'll quickly make a question out of it. That how Aman's car move? So Aman cars move fast. So here fast is adverb. So let us learn more about it. Look at this picture and answer the questions. This is Ria. What is Ria doing? Just think, what is Ria doing? Answer is Ria is running. How is she running? How is she running? Just think. She is running fast. She is running fast. This is Neha. Who is running ahead? Ria or Neha? This is Ria, this is Neha. So who is running ahead? Ria or Neha? Neha is running ahead. Neha is running faster than Ria. This is Priya. Who is running ahead of all? See the picture and answer this question. Who is running ahead of all? So answer is Priya is running ahead of everyone. So the sentence will be Priya is running fastest of all. Read these sentences and answer the questions. Ria is running fast. Neha is running faster than Ria. Priya is running fastest of all. What is the adverb in these sentences? You have read all three sentences. You have to tell what is the adverb in these sentences. What is the adverb in these sentences? As you would be observing, how is the adverb changing in these sentences? See. Here we are comparing two people. So, the adverb changes fast to faster. Remember, when we are comparing two people, that time, what we add? We add ER. So, fast will change into faster. Neha is running faster than Ria. So when we compare two things, we add adverb plus ER and then to the sentence. As you can see in this sentence, fast plus ER and then also we have added. Let's see next. Here we change the adverb fast to fastest to show who is running with most speed. सबसे तेज कौन दौड़ रहा है? So Priya is running fastest of all. When we compare something with more than two things, when there is comparison between more than two person or two things, that time what we do? We write adverb plus est and of. As you can see in the sentence also, fast plus est plus of. So in the same way we can change other adverbs as well. As you can see, high, higher, highest. So we have added er and est. These forms of adverbs have different names. Okay, they have different names. So when we compare two verbs, they are called comparative. The adverbs which are used to compare two verbs are called comparatives. And the adverb which are used to show which action or verb is on the top of the group are called superlative. Means when there is comparison between more than two and that shows that which action is on the top of the group. Those are known as superlatives. Like high, higher, highest. So high is adverb. And when we add er to it, so it is known as comparative. We are comparing two person or two things. And when we compare more than two, as we that shows that who is on the top in that group, so that is known as superlatives. Okay, so now students, open SR 17 in your student reader. Their list of comparative and superlative adverbs are given. So let's revise that. So regular adverb, add er for comparative and est for superlative. As we have just learned that to form positive to comparative, what we are doing, we are adding er. And from comparative to superlative, when we have to change, that time we add est. As you can see, soon, sooner, soonest. So what is the difference? They have added er and then est. Same. Next is loud, louder, loudest. Next, quick, quicker, quickest. Okay. And next is some irregular adverbs are also there, in which we don't add er or est. It is changed completely. For example, well. So well comparative adverb is better and superlative adverb is best. So instead of well, it can good can also come. So good, better, best, or well, better, best. Next is badly. So comparative adverb of badly is worse and superlative adverb of badly is worst. Badly, worse, worst. Same way next is little, less, least. Adverb that take more for comparative and most for superlative. So in some adverbs we write more and most. For example, sweetly. So comparative adverb will be more sweetly, most sweetly. Next is brightly, more brightly, most brightly. Next is happily, more happily, most happily. So revise this full list given on SR 17 from your book. Okay, so now students, let us learn how to write speech. A good writer presents their speech in a specific format to help reader and listener to connect with the topic. Let us learn format to write speech writing. Let's see the different parts for writing a speech. First thing is title. What is title? This is the name for your speech. Next, greeting. So what it includes? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, followed by all or class. So you can write good morning all, Okay, next is introduction. So in introduction, what you write, that what is the main idea of your speech? Are you for or against the topic? So are you in favor of that topic or against the topic? Next is the body of the speech, means first statement and then evidence. In statement, what you will write is, what are your statement to support your opinion? So what is your opinion? First of all, that matters, that you are in favor of or you are in against. So what are your statement to support your opinion? Okay, and then evidence. What reason, examples or evidence or facts do you have for your statement? If you are against, so you must have some evidence, reasons that why you are against. Next is conclusion. This is the last few lines that you want your audience to keep in mind. So last you have to do conclusion. So what are the different parts for writing speech? First one is title. In title you have to write, this is a name for your speech. So you have to give name to your speech, that is title. Then greeting, to write good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Then introduction will come, then body, then conclusion. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, draw this in your notebook in 2 minutes. Okay, so while watching, or you can just stop the video and you can make this chart in your notebook. Greeting, intro, topic, statement 1, evidence and detail, then statement 2, evidence and detail, and then conclusion. Quickly draw this in your notebook. I hope you all have drawn. Let us see how we will fill the table with our own ideas. Okay. So first of all, greeting and introduction. So in greeting, you will write good morning everyone. And then in introduction, we'll write the topic, watching TV is not good. Here you will greet everyone and tell them that what you will be speaking about. So first of all, we have to greet everyone and then the topic name, the title, that what you will be speaking about. So we will speak about watching TV is not good. Next, statement 1, watching a lot of TV is not healthy. Okay, so first statement is that watching TV is not healthy. So what are the evidence? So you must have evidence also. So we sit at one place and watch, not healthy, and it is not healthy. Body needs exercise and movement. Next evidences are, it can harm our eyes, can cause dryness in eyes hurt after watching a lot of TV. Here you are trying to prove your ideas to other. Here you are telling, what you are thinking. This should give people reason to believe you. By seeing all those evidence, people will believe you that yes, watching TV is not healthy. Okay, so statement 2 is, we spend less time with family, friends and useful work. If we watch a lot of TV, so we spend less time with our family. So evidence are, eat food in front of TV. So we used to sit in front of TV and eat food. Miss out valuable conversation with family. So when you're busy in watching TV, at that time you can just have some conversation with your family members. Do not try other hobbies. And we do not try any other hobby, we just sit in front of TV and watch TV for the whole day. Ignore studies, yes, and homework also. So you are so busy in watching TV that you ignore studies and homework. Give more than one reason will help you. It will make your idea stronger. So if you are against any topic or if you are in favor of any topic, you must have more than one reason. So it will make your idea more stronger. So in conclusion, here you will tell everyone again what you think about the topic. Okay. You will also write most important thing that everyone should remember. So how we can write conclusion? We must watch less TV, spend time doing things which help body and brain stay healthy. So in conclusion also, you have to tell everyone again what you think about the topic. Okay, what you are thinking about your topic, that you have to tell again, and then you have to write most important thing that everyone should remember. So as you can see, they have done a nice conclusion that watch less TV and do things which are helpful for our body and brain. So like this, we can write our speech in a beautiful way. With this, we have completed Unit 2 revision. Now, you have to revise all the topics and prepare well for your pre-midterm exam. Try to solve more and more comprehension so that you score good marks. So, all the best children, do well in your exam.